Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. B&B spoilers. Taylor Hayes out for Logan blood. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, returned at the absolutely worst time for the Logan women. Steffy Forrester's Jacqueline Matins Wood marriage is hanging on by a thread, and as far as Taylor is concerned, Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, are to blame. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Taylor Hayes playing Mama Bear. After years of playing second fiddle to a Logan woman on The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor refuses to let her daughter suffer the same fate. The protective Mama Bear is seeing red when she learns that Hope Logan kissed Dr. John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. The Bold and the Beautiful has documented Hope and Brooke's feud with Steffy and Taylor for over a decade. Viewers are well aware of their history of feuding over men, but B&B spoilers say this time around will be different. B&B spoilers. Watch out, Logan women. Taylor Hayes just returned after leaving town over a year ago and announcing she was done bickering with Brooke over Ridge Forsetter, Thorsten K. Now that Taylor has finally come home, she's horrified by what's been going on at Forrester Creations and with Steffy's husband. According to Bold and Beautiful spoilers, Taylor is ready to make the Logans pay for all of her and her daughter's pain and suffering over the years. As far as Taylor is concerned, Hope Logan kissing Finn was the final straw. Putting Brooke and her daughter Hope in their place will be at the top of Taylor's to-do list, and it won't be long before she begins reminding Ridge what he has been missing. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Taylor Hayes on the warpath. Taylor will most likely try to influence Ridge to cut Hope Logan loose at Forrester, and then see to getting Brooke out of the picture. Rumors say it won't be long before Taylor charms Ridge straight into her bedroom, and Brooke won't stand a chance. Are you Team Taylor/Steffy or Team Brooke/Hope? Will Taylor seduce Ridge away from Brooke to get even for what her daughter did? In the opulent world of Los Angeles fashion elite, where designer gowns and million-dollar deals reign supreme, the most dangerous battles are often fought behind closed doors. And no one knows that better than Taylor Hayes, the formidable psychiatrist whose return to the Forrester mansion has sent shockwaves through the city's elite. This time she's back with a vengeance, her sights set squarely on the Logans, and she won't rest until she's drawn blood. It all started innocuously enough, with Taylor's quiet return from overseas. The family had welcomed her back with open arms, and for a moment it seemed like the years of animosity between her and the Logans might finally be behind them. But beneath Taylor's composed exterior, old wounds were festering. Brooke Logan, the perennial thorn in her side, had once again maneuvered her way into Ridge's life, and Taylor was not about to let history repeat itself. Taylor's return coincided with a period of relative peace in the Forrester-Logan feud, but that was about to change. Brooke, as always, was blissfully unaware of the storm brewing just beneath the surface. She was too busy enjoying her latest triumphs. Steffy was seemingly out of the way, and Hope's marriage to Liam was back on track, leaving Brooke free to focus on her beloved Ridge. But Taylor had other plans. The first sign of trouble came at a charity event hosted by the Forrester Foundation. The Logans and Forresters mingled in their usual factions, with the air thick with strained politeness. Taylor, radiant in a deep crimson gown, caught everyone's attention as she entered the room. The whispers started immediately. Taylor Hayes was back, and she was on the warpath. As the evening progressed, it became clear that Taylor had an agenda. She circled the room like a lioness stalking her prey, her eyes never straying far from Brooke. The tension between the two women was palpable, drawing the attention of everyone around them. Ridge, ever the oblivious peacemaker, tried to diffuse the situation with light-hearted banter, but Taylor was having none of it. She was done playing nice. The first strike came when Taylor approached Brooke with a seemingly innocuous comment about the latest Forrester Creations campaign. Brooke, ever the professional, responded with her usual charm, but Taylor's words were laced with venom. She praised Brooke's business acumen but couldn't resist a subtle dig at her personal life, hinting that perhaps Brooke's talents were better suited to matters of the heart than the boardroom. Brooke bristled but held her tongue, aware that any outburst would only play into Taylor's hands. The rest of the evening was a tense standoff, with Taylor throwing barbs that only Brooke could decipher. By the end of the night, it was clear to everyone in attendance. Taylor was back, and she was out for Logan blood. But this was just the beginning. Taylor had spent years analyzing every aspect of the Logan-Forrester dynamic, and she knew exactly where to strike. The next few weeks were a masterclass in psychological warfare. Taylor's approach was subtle at first. A whispered word here, a suggestive comment there. She planted seeds of doubt in Ridge's mind, feeding his insecurities and playing on his fears. She reminded him of all the times Brooke had hurt him, all the lies and betrayals that had driven them apart. Ridge, torn between his loyalty to Brooke and his lingering feelings for Taylor, found himself caught in a web of his own making. Taylor's manipulations were like a slow poison, seeping into his thoughts and clouding his judgment. He started pulling away from Brooke, distancing himself emotionally even as he tried to maintain the facade of their happy marriage. Meanwhile, Taylor turned her attention to Hope Logan, knowing that attacking Brooke's daughter would be the ultimate blow. She began spending more time with Steffi, subtly encouraging her to fight for Liam, and reminding her of the deep bond they shared. Taylor's goal was simple. She wanted to drive a wedge between Hope and Liam, knowing that the fallout would devastate Brooke. Hope, caught in the crossfire of her mother's feud, found herself increasingly isolated. Taylor's words echoed in her mind, sowing doubt about her marriage and her place in the Forrester family. She started questioning Liam's commitment, wondering if he still harbored feelings for Steffi. The tension between them grew, and soon, their once solid marriage was on shaky ground. But Taylor wasn't done yet. Her final move was the most devastating of all. She arranged a private meeting with Brooke, under the guise of wanting to make peace. Brooke, ever the optimist, agreed, hoping that they could finally put their differences behind them. But when she arrived at the secluded spot Taylor had chosen, she realized too late that she had walked into a trap. Taylor didn't hold back. She laid everything on the table, accusing Brooke of destroying her family, of manipulating Ridge and ruining her children's lives. She dredged up every past indiscretion, every moment of weakness, and threw them in Brooke's face. It was a brutal, no-holds-barred attack, and for once, Brooke was left speechless. By the time Taylor was done, Brooke was shattered. The cracks in her marriage had become chasms, and the rift between her and Hope was now a gaping wound. Taylor had won the battle, but the war was far from over. As Taylor left the meeting, a small smile played on her lips. She'd had drawn first blood, but she knew that Brooke wouldn't go down without a fight. The Logans were like a hydra, cut off one head, and two more would grow in its place. But Taylor was ready. She had waited years for this moment, and she wasn't about to let it slip through her fingers. In the days that followed, the fallout from Taylor's actions reverberated through the Forrester and Logan families. Ridge, torn between his love for Brooke and his lingering feelings for Taylor, found himself at a crossroads. Hope, devastated by the strain on her marriage, began to unravel, while Steffi, emboldened by her mother's support, prepared to make her move on Liam. And at the center of it all was Taylor, the eye of the storm, watching as the world around her descended into chaos. She had set the wheels in motion, and now there was no turning back. The Logan-Forrester feud was reignited, and this time, Taylor was determined to emerge victorious. But in the world of Asterisk, the bold and the beautiful Asterisk, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. As the battle lines are drawn, alliances will shift, secrets will be revealed, and lives will be changed forever. Taylor may have drawn first blood, but the war is just beginning, and the outcome is anything but certain. The only thing that's clear is that the stakes have never been higher, and in the end, only the strongest will survive.